Hi,
Hi.
how are you? Good morning, everybody.
So extra giggly today
You're
for
very
all the
giggly.
reasons.
So when I get on to this broadcast, I can see Mock, and sometimes she can't see me. And her name today is, well, you can't see it yet, but it has something to do with giggles.
It's Giggle
And
Moms.
it's Giggle Mocks. And she's giggling as I get on. And I was like, well, that's apropos.
That's normal.
Apropos. It's pretty normal. Yeah. So she's giggling about
and you're
stuff.
making me tell why. And like,
Well, yeah.
just let the record reflect. I felt bajiggity about sharing this.
Right. We're sitting there. We're talking with our intern this morning before we get on, and our lovely intern Reagan, who is completely awesome, by the way. We'll have to introduce Reagan at some point.
Yeah,
And,
she needs to let us.
Right. And so we're talking to her, and I'm like, tell us. So you tell us, and you're like, and I said, you need to share this with everybody. And you're like, I'm not going to share this with everybody. And I'm like, you have to.
Maybe it's too mean. I'm worried it's too mean.
And I'm
But
like,
it's not like I said it. It's that
Right.
it made me laugh.
Well, this is the thing. You didn't say it. So it's like people can't be mad at you for laughing. It's
Can't they?
like,
I think
No.
they can.
well, no. I mean, because you laughed at it. We'll let people
Right.
decide.
Okay. But first we have to say, Christine Nunes, thank you. She says, ladies, thank you and this group of crazies for helping me heal from Monday's surgery. Love you, balls.
Christine.
By the way, I don't know if people can see her comment. Do you see how it auto-corrected the word for to fur, like the tree? I literally
Yes.
was just texting Daisy about this yesterday. It always does that to me. Always.
Yes, because I was writing her this long text string, and every time I write it makes it be abs. And I'm like, at no time have I ever wanted to write abs in place of and. I'm like, when have I ever wrote about abs? Ever.
I know.
And
I
then
know,
she
it's
was like,
crazy.
this happens with me when I write for, and it says fur.
Every time. And it's not like I've ever on purpose typed fur.
Like, when am I
Ever.
writing? She's like, when am I writing about trees? What am I writing about?
This never happens,
Right.
ever. Before I share the thing that I wasn't sure if I should share, I need to tell you about this wonderful email from Britney Gibson about my pillow. She's so funny. She said, hey, I just wanted to let y'all know that you're amazing. Thanks for supporting Mike Lindell. He's amazing and has all the balls. She says, almost 6 years ago, my boyfriend's mom bought a bunch of my pillows. Justin, who I'm assuming is her boyfriend, Justin has had his all this time and it's still amazing. For Mother's Day this year, he bought me my pillow slippers, aka furry cat technology.
They
are
are.
awesome. I wear them out all the time. This morning, I was looking at his emails and I saw another pillow purchase and I got really excited thinking it could be towels or a mattress topper because my birthday's coming up. No, it's a dog bed for our big ass dog. She says, but I'm okay with it because he's old and he needs support too. Hope y'all have an amazing weekend. Chicks. That's her email. Isn't that
I
fantastic?
love it. That's so great.
And
I
she's
love
right
the
about
email.
all the things. The mattress
Right.
topper, the pillows, the dog beds, the towels, the sheets, all of it. You cannot go wrong. And if you call 1-800-875-0513 or go to mypillow.com and use code
Chicks.
you're going to get massive discounts, you guys. Massive.
Okay, you got to start with the giggles. Start with the giggles really quick, and then we'll go into the really important news. The news.
Okay, you guys, but it's mean. Okay, I'm just warning you right now. It's mean, but it's not my fault.
It's mean. Okay, and you can send all mail to Mock. Send it all to her.
And they will. Michelle McAllister, thank you very, very much for that super sticker. Okay, so National Geographic
Michelle.
has decided to do some sort of weird photo campaign where they photograph random people, or maybe not so random. I don't know how they chose them. I didn't get into the details. But regardless, they chose these people, and all these photographs are of people looking very solemn and somber and mad and liberal, right?
Yeah.
And the whole campaign is, in 6 words, tell what racism means to you. So I'm going to show you the photo of one of the people that was featured in this campaign.
Right.
And her 6 words read, I'm ashamed for my ancestors' race. Here is what she looks like. Okay. She looks like an angry lesbian
Right,
to me.
right.
Like a stereotypical angry lesbian.
Very, very mad. Very mad.
So Kurt Schlichter, who I don't know if you guys follow him on the Twitter, he's absolutely hysterical and so mean. Like, we say all the things, but he says all of the other things on top of the things.
The things that we won't say.
Right. But when he says them, sometimes I laugh really hard. And that is what you saw me doing when you first joined this broadcast, and I didn't notice that you had joined.
She was giggling so hard.
So what he said, he retweeted it. Okay.
He sees the picture. He retweets the picture. And
he retweets the picture, and he says, her pronouns are lonely and ham. And I cannot stop laughing at how mean and awesome that is. It's just, I cannot deal. Okay. I laughed so hard at that. Oh my God.
It begs the question, what would our pronouns be? And I told Mock, I said, Mock, one of your pronouns has to be donuts.
Yeah, because they do bring joy.
Right. It has to be. I
love that.
It has to be donuts / something. Or something / donuts.
Yeah.
We need to
and
think
yours
about,
would have to be cow. Like you would have to have
steak.
cows.
Or steak.
Or steak. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Something / steak.
We're gonna have to
work on it, you guys. We're gonna have to work on it.
Anyway, it was mean, but I laughed.
Yeah, because as you know, right now, coming up with your pronouns is very, very important.
Oh yeah. It's
the utmost important.
Critical.
Right.
Yeah. And then the other one that you wanted me to share, because I also thought it was so good, there was some guy, I don't know why this person on Twitter tweeted this, but because you know how Prageru University is a thing? Prageru University has the video series. It's amazing. So somebody said to Prageru University, calling yourself a university does not make you a university. And Prageru wrote back, now do gender. Oh, snap.
I love it.
So
it's
perfect.
So great.
Oh my God. I love it.
I love it too. It's so great. It's so great.
Anyway, for just really quick, for people who have missed out on the last couple of days of videos, there has been some serious intensification of the Karening happening all up in here. There is a woman named Karen who, I don't know if you guys know, not yesterday, but the day before, was mad because I laughed too much and I sound like Kamala. And then she sent an email because I blocked her on Facebook. She sent an email and I had a big long exchange with her because I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be good wall of shame content.
And she's also
she's
also mad because she thinks that, I'm not professional because I'm in this little cabin right now. She thinks that we should be more successful and she's trying to tell us how to be more successful. Like she thinks that at this point I should have more success than to be in this apparently crappy little cabin that I'm in. Okay.
How dare you?
Right. Okay.
So we had quite an exchange. And so for those of you who have been jonesing for a new wall of shame, post at chicksontheright.com. You're welcome. It's there. And I hope Karen sees it. You know what? I don't even have to hope because I know Karen's watching right now. Hi, Karen. Hi.
Yeah. Yeah. And her name actually is Karen.
Yeah, I'm not like saying that to make fun, although I did make fun because the Karens who are nice, I love the Karens who are nice, and especially the Karens that don't get upset about the fact that there's a whole Karen thing, right? Like they just take it in stride and they don't take it personally. This Karen is like the typical meme Karen, and you'll see it. You can check that video, or that post out at chicksontheright.com after you watch this video, right?
Yeah, right.
All right, you want to talk about some news?
Let's talk about some news. We got to talk about some news. Apparently Hunter is a racist.
Yeah, but it's so weird because like nobody cares.
Yeah,
So,
well, I mean, he's the
really
son.
weird.
He's the son of Joe Biden, who is also a racist. I mean, we knew that Joe Biden is also a racist. He said all these racist things, so it shouldn't be a shock that Hunter says the things, right?
Oh, he says them all right.
Nobody should be shocked by this, but and he's going to get a pass. No one's going to do anything or say anything. Could you imagine if this were a Trump kid?
Oh, I mean, it would be splashed all over every headline of every news outlet in the world.
Right. Oh my God. he would be like banned from society. Like he'd be shut down. Like Twitters would be shut down. Everything. He would be just completely out. He'd be an outcast at this point. But since
and
it's
I mean,
Hunter,
he legit uses the word like as part of his normal speech.
vernacular, right?
The text messages that came out between him and his $875 an hour lawyer, he calls him the N-word constantly, and the guy's white, so he like does it as just sort of this funny, I'm just going to use this word to be funny thing, which I was reliably told by Democrats you're not allowed to do if you're white.
Right. Right.
So
you're not allowed to do that. We've been told that like if you are singing a song as a white person that has that word in it, you can't do that.
You
like
can't sing along.
If you get up on a stage and you're pulled up on a stage and you're singing with a person who is of color and you're singing the lyrics of their song and it has that word in it, you're going to get kicked off the stage and basically outcasted from society. Like you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that. But apparently if you're Hunter Biden and you're the son of Joe Biden, who is in fact a racist, you're allowed to do that because Democrats have different rules, right? Democrats have different rules. We've learned this. When is it going to become not okay for us to, like, when are we going to just stop accepting this? Like, this is the thing.
I mean, I don't think that we do. Like, we don't accept it. Like, I just think it's all ridiculous, and we're going to call it we see it because it's just so dumb and it makes no sense. And why anybody pays attention to the rules, I have no idea. Why they apologize, it's pointless.
But
it's
see, this is
dumb
the thing.
And pointless.
But this is the thing, is that people continue to do this. It's kind of like the chick yesterday who apologized, and people continue to go down to this mob who go and they make all these rules, and the rules are made differently for different people. And that's what kills me. It's just like, tell these people to shut up because the rules are so arbitrary. You know, it's like Hunter gets a different set of rules than, you know, this other chick over here. So tell these rule makers to bugger off. Just tell them to bugger off.
I hope Peter Doocy asks Jen Psaki about this today because, you know, he's one of the only few reporters who will actually ask the questions. No one should let them off the hook for this, though, because they're the ones that set the tone. Joe Biden is going around the country right now saying how racist everything is. Right. That's why we got to have critical race theory because of all the systemic racism. Well, when the VP's kid is using the N-word, I feel like that might be a problem.
Right. He's probably going to be
the ultimate gaslighting would be that they could do is they could say, well, this is evidence that it is so entrenched and so much a systemic part of our society that even the vice president's son has been trapped into the cycle of systemic racism. I can imagine them doing that.
Oh, they could do that. He's either going to do that or he's going to be like, well, my son was on crack. I mean,
they could say, listen, he's already gotten a foot job. He's been on camera. What else? He's just a terrible person.
He has a drug problem. Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
You know, Joe Biden has called Hunter the smartest man he knows.
Oh, my God.
Just remember that.
Yeah, he needs a better inner circle. Good Lord.
And man, Kamala, oh my God, why can she not just answer the freaking question about going to the border?
I have a quote. Do you want to hear the quote? I have the quote. When you read it, it makes your head hurt. Like it gives.
Which one is this?
This is the whole NBC Lester Holt quote. Like when she's asked about visiting the U.S.-Mexico border. Here's the quote. I can't do her voice, so I'm not going to even try. I mean, I can only do Bernie, you guys. And I'm not going to do her stupid voice in my voice. Okay, so she says, at some point...
You got to do Bernie doing Kamala. That would be amazing.
Okay. I'm going to try to do Bernie doing Kamala. I can't do it.
Do it.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it. Okay,
go ahead.
I'm just going to read it. At some point, you know, we are going to the border. This is what she said in the interview. We've been to the border. So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border. That was her quote. And then he responded. Then he responded, "You haven't been to the border." So when you read it, when you see it written down, you're like, "Oh my God, these people are imbeciles." Like she is an actual freaking moron. like
Well, and then
running our
twice
country.
after that, she was asked the question again, and she gets testier and testier every time she's asked. So, like the second time, she was like, we are looking at root causes, and I've been to the border. I mean, and she has, but the problem is that she was at the border back in 2018. Like, she doesn't know what her policies have caused at the border now. But then the latest thing I heard from her being asked the third time, she said, yes, we've been to the border and we're going to go again. So she kind of committed to going, but like didn't say when or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
she's not doing her job. I love about Tammy.
No.
Tammy's like, she identifies as being at the border.
That's exactly
so
right.
It's
Thank
so
you,
true.
Eminem, for the super sticker.
Thank you. I mean, seriously, like these people have no idea what they're doing. They have no clue she has no clue what she's doing. I mean, they obviously put her there because she wasn't qualified to do this job. They handpicked her because she has lady parts and because she has the right color skin. That's why they picked her to do this job, you guys. She's completely and totally unqualified for this job. Totally unqualified. She has no clue what she's doing. So we should all sleep well at night.
Yeah. Yay.
Fantastic.
For our VP. Oh, right. And did you see that there was like a Univision reporter who was in the press pool who was like absolutely fawning over her and saying, I just became a naturalized citizen and it was my first time to vote and I voted for you. And Kamala's going, oh my God. And they're like having this moment. Well, then Univision was like, she doesn't work for us.
Oh my God. So what?
I know.
So what was it, like a plant from the administration?
I don't know. I just heard that's all I heard. I'm sure there's more to that story that I just don't know, but that
is really interesting. Like somebody needs to investigate that and figure out what the hell that was.
I know, because isn't that incredible?
Because I wouldn't put it past this. I would not put it past this administration to put some sort of a plant in there to make her look good in this situation.
Yeah, but they would have to know that would get found out like instantaneously, which it basically did.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter though. Does it matter? I mean, there's so much crap that this administration does that like it's like you always say, it's the toothpaste out of the tube. Yeah. Right. Where people will just be like, it's so great. But it's a lie, you idiots. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's still so great.
It sounded really good in that moment. So
right. And it made me feel good. So I don't care if it's true or not. I don't care. Oh my God, these people are morons.
I know. Yeah. Thank you, Tammy B in West Virginia. She says, you ladies make my mornings. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's time to talk about that steak, about that steak, about that steak. No vegan. What do you think about that, you guys? That's the new Omaha steak song. I'm so super stoked about it.
She stayed up until 1 a.m. practicing that, you guys. 1 a.m.
I mean, come on. Is that not the greatest? And you guys, we got our first email from someone who got their Omaha steak delivery. This is from Cindy Bauman. She said, I know this isn't what you were hoping for, but here is a picture of my Omaha steak delivery. I am so excited to start in on all the meat and then finish it off with the apple tartlets.
Oh,
and she sent a picture of the whole delivery. This is what you get when you get the Get Out and Grill package from Omaha Steaks. And if you order this and you go to omahasteaks.com and you just type in chicks in the search bar, this will pop right up. This package will pop right up. And if you order it, you're going to get 4 free New York strip burgers along with the 20 entrees and sides and desserts that it already comes with. Hello.
That's everything. That's everything that we wanted to see. I mean, she's like, I don't know if this is what you wanted to see. That's like, we wanted to see that. Just keep them coming.
Maybe she thought that we were saying that we wanted to see like fixed up food. I don't care. I just want to see it in all of its glory.
That's fantastic. Amazing. That is fantastic. I am starving. I would eat steak for breakfast, you guys.
Well, I mean, I totally would.
I know.
You can do that.
You know why? Because I'm an adult. I can do what I want. I'm an adult. Sometimes we forget that. We can have steak and dessert for breakfast.
Remember that one TikTok that I showed you of the guy saying, you can just make yourself a cake and eat it.
You can do it.
That's
the greatest thing. The whole thing. You can eat the whole thing for breakfast. That's what being an adult, you guys.
It's kind of awesome, really. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. Should we share what's going on with Britney Spears? Because I'm legit worried now.
Okay,
Like, now I'm
let's
worried.
quickly share that because I think everybody needs to see it. We have differing opinions on this. We'd like
We
to
do?
see what camp you're in. Oh yeah, I think we do.
We
Because you're
do?
worried. I don't care.
Well, I guess maybe, I mean, it's not going to keep me up at night, but now I can understand the concern even
Right.
harder.
Yes.
Okay, so, she's been posting like a lot of weird crap on her Instagram for years.
Yeah.
Mostly of her just like modeling and doing this weird catwalk thing and then just looking really skanky and dancing. But this is normally at least she puts some effort into like posting photos that are at least slightly flattering. But then there was this, and I don't understand what would compel her to post this on purpose. But it was the caption that was even weirder. And by the way, there's a whole series of photos in this. There's a
carousel. It's a carousel of photos. You can keep scrolling. And then the caption, she's like, the snake is gonna come get you, the snake, the green snake.
It's she's vulgar in it, like in a way that's not her normal vulgar. Because here's what she says, and I quote, I held a snake at the VMAs one time, but decided to go ahead 20 years later and become the mother effing snake myself. And since tricks are for kids, you tricky little S words, who knows what color snake I'll be tomorrow? Stay safe and watch out for the snakes. What is happening?
Well, she's insane, but I still think she's insane.
Oh, yeah.
But I still think that she should have her own money. Maybe that is like the libertarian in me, but I think that she should have access to her own money and it shouldn't be her dad controlling her money.
Yeah.
Period.
I think she's supposed to testify like on her own behalf at some point soon, right?
Right.
Like in the court.
It's absurd.
But maybe this is not what she should be doing in advance of showing the court that she can handle her own life.
I think the thing that bothers me, maybe people are probably going to write me and tell me that I'm being ridiculous about this, but if she were a dude, she'd have her own money. I'm convinced of that.
You think?
Yeah. I think that part of it is because she's a woman. Honestly, I know that people are going to be like, oh my God, you sound like a liberal, Daisy. But I think part of it is that she's a chick. And so I really do.
I thought it all just had to do with the fact that she shaved her head and had a complete meltdown. And
yeah,
then,
but
if a dude had done that, like in the way that she did, I feel like the parent would have still put them in a hold and it would have started that whole cycle.
Do you think they'd still have it though? Do you think they'd still have control of his money? I mean, my God, I just don't think that would look at all the crazy guys who have over the years who have done crazy crap, like all the rockers and stuff like that, who have done crazy stuff and destroyed hotels and done, unbelievable, wacky, crazy stuff. And you don't see their parents controlling their money. I mean,
well, but that's the difference, right? Is she had parents who were intimately involved with getting her help at the time. And some of these other kids don't have that. So I don't know if it's a gender thing. Maybe. I don't know. That's not where my head went on that. Just because she felt so crazy.
My head is only going there now because they still have control. Her daddy has control over money.
And she's almost 40, right?
Right. And I think it's completely inappropriate that her daddy still has control over money. I just think that's weird. She's a grown woman with children. She should have control over money. Do I think that she would handle it well? I don't know. It's not really my business. But she made the money. Her parents didn't make her money. She should have her money. I mean, if she pisses it away, as well, MC Hammer did too. I mean... it's her business to do what she wants with her money. I just have a problem with that. I do.
Yeah. Alyssa Milano is considering a run for Congress, you guys, and that is our world now. So, Alyssa Milano.
Well, she's gonna put her
she's going to run against Republican California Representative Tom McClintock. He has been around for quite some time, so I don't know that she's saying that the only person that can beat him is somebody with name recognition and a bunch of money, so she feels like she fits that bill, which is true. I mean, she does have a bunch of money and she does have name recognition, but hopefully Californians in that area are smarter than that.
Well, I'm going to say that they're not.
But they voted Republican for a long time. So yeah, maybe that's a good area.
There's a lot of really dumb people out there. Not saying that there aren't smart people too, but there's a lot of dumb people.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of people in the like Twitter last night saying, all the Republicans are saying, don't, how dare they try to elect a celebrity, and then these are the Trumpians that are saying this and stuff like that. And I kind of take a little offense to that. Like, Trump was just a celebrity. Trump was not just a celebrity. I hate it when they do that argument that we're against just celebrities running for office. Trump is a businessman.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of like, that's why I liked Trump running, is because he actually created jobs and businesses. Alyssa Milano was on Charmed,
And Who's the Boss?
Oh, I'm sorry. She was on Who's the Boss too. So, I mean, it's like she's not really created jobs for anybody.
Right.
She doesn't know how to do that. So, I mean, if she had created a business and she's been a businesswoman, then maybe I'd take her seriously and I'd be like, okay, well, she's done something other than just, put on fake glasses and put a bun in her hair and try to make herself look smart.
Yeah.
When she's actually not. I mean, this is the thing. So there's a stark difference, a contrast between like a Trump and any other actor or actress. He's not an actor. And so I get really irritated when they make the comparison, because I'm like, there's a difference. There's a little bit of a difference there. But anyway,
Thank you, Rose Broderick. She said, "You ladies make my morning so worth getting up at 4 a.m. Keep up the great work, balls."
That's so sweet. Oh my God, that's so early. That's nighttime. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. By the way, Karen of Karen fame over the last 2 days, one of the things that she said in her email, and you'll see this if you go look at the wall of shame at chicksontheright.com, is she's like, you guys are just going to be stuck at 2,000 viewers a day, and that just is terrible, and you guys should be getting a lot. Your product should be moving more. I just noticed that there's 3,600 people in here today, so maybe that includes Karen. I hope you're checking out the numbers, Karen.
And when she says products should be moving more, is that our people, or are you guys cattle? Like, what is that? Like, what is?
I don't know.
What does that mean? Because we've never looked at it that way. We've always looked at this as a giant community of like-minded people who were very proud of that. We've never looked at the numbers and said, oh my God, the numbers have to be more and more and more. We've always just said we feel like we're moving the needle on making a difference in conservatism.
Yeah.
We've just never given a crap about, oh my God, we have 2,000, we have to get to 50,000 by the end of the year, or we've just never done that. And I think when you start focusing on stuff like that, and oh my God, I have to get out of this tiny little cabin and get in a mansion, that's the wrong way. We don't do that, y'all. That's not how we think. But I mean, it's nice. Thank you for the advice, but no, thank you.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking me what was on my mug. It says "Make Texas a Country" again.
You're so blurry today, unfortunately.
That's what it's
doing. A lot of cutting out and stuff. Yeah.
I am. Y'all, I'm gonna get fiber, you guys, in the next couple weeks.
It's gonna be awesome.
So it's going to be way better. I'm working on getting fiber. I'm talking to AT&T. Is like ridiculously expensive, but I'm getting fiber. So it's all going to be,
Nancy.
It's all going to be solved. Sorry.
Yes, it will be soon. I do actually have a couple of more serious TikToks today that are issues based. There is a woman who is talking about seeing color more and more now that it's front and center and we can't stop hearing about race. And I thought that the point she made was so, it was really powerful, the way that she talked about how she's been turned off from just doing the things that she used to do towards people of color, because now she's just like, it's all I see. You know what I mean? It's really, really, she makes a powerful point. Take a listen to this.
You wanted us to treat you all equally. I did that. I was a person who never saw color until the last few years. I see it. I see color now. Is that what you wanted? I don't think so. It got to this point where I would see a person of color and I would try to go out of my way just to do something to make their day. Even leaving a grocery store. If the girl was at the checkout, I'd tell her to have a nice day and that she mattered. I made sure to wait an extra 5 seconds just to hold open the door. I made sure to respond to your GoFundMe page and leave a donation. It's fucked up. I don't do that for everybody. So was I really treating everyone equally? No, I was trying to make up for all the pain that people felt just by taking 2 seconds out of my day to try to brighten someone else's. But because I'm white, I'm labeled a racist. That's what I'm done doing. I'm not gonna go out of my way anymore based on the color of your skin. I don't know what y'all were trying to accomplish. You didn't want us to see color. That's all I fucking see. You wanted us to treat you all equally.
Right. She's 150% correct.
Yeah. I thought that was so good.
Yeah, that is really like that. Gosh, that should be shared like far and wide.
And it is. It is getting a lot of shares. Thank you, Pamela Carpenter. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pamela.
Was one. Yesterday, you and I had our deep dive and we talked about the Rainbow Coalition. And so just sort of tease the deep dive podcast, which you should absolutely listen to when it comes out today. There's another great video that talks about this entire pride thing and how it is just something that is so shoved down our throats constantly. Watch this.
Hey, it's June. Yeah, happy June. You need to look like a rainbow. No thanks. You don't understand. You have to join us. You need to be a rainbow, your dog needs to be a rainbow, and your kids need to be a rainbow too. Thanks, but no. No, really. All of these companies are rainbows. Everyone is doing it. You have to show your support. Oh, and your kids, they need to watch this show.
Right.
That's a recommendation, but no. And you need to eat this cereal and pick your pronouns. I'm not hungry, thanks. If you refuse to participate, you are a hateful, phobic bigot. No, I'm not. Why aren't you listening to me? What are you reading anyway? Oh, I'm reading my Bible. Stop! Stop what? I was just answering you. Stop shoving your religion down my throat. But that's what you've been doing. Hey, it's June.
Exactly.
Right?
Gosh,
Isn't
that was
good?
yeah. That was so good. So true.
And then because I can't just leave you with serious crap, there's a super hot Australian dude who's going to be late because of a giraffe, and everybody needs to see this.
Oh my gosh.
I'm running late to dinner thanks to my mate here who will not get out of the way. Come on, buddy. He just doesn't care.
Look at that smug face. He doesn't care.
Oh my gosh. Wouldn't you love that?
Oh my God.
Gosh. Come on!
His face. He's just like, what? So he pulled back. I don't know if you can read that. He gave him 5 minutes around the corner and then tried again to see if
And
maybe
he's still there. He's still there.
he's still there.
Ah! Oh no! This giraffe won't go away. I'm just gonna have to go for it.
I was gonna say, can you not go around him? He won't.
Yeah.
Now
Yes.
he moves.
There
Isn't
he
this
goes.
incredible? Like, can you imagine just driving down a street and just having a giraffe
running
show up
late
in the
to
middle
That
of the
would be
Thanks.
heavenly. That would be the most amazing thing. I would love every bit of that. That would be
I
so
just thought
awesome.
That was so cool.
That's why living in Australia would be awesome. It's just that I don't
And that
think I'd
guy's
want to live
hot.
in Australia. Yeah, I was gonna say. And if it comes with all those hot guys,
With
Fringe
the hot
benefit.
accents.
right? It wouldn't suck. That would not suck, you guys. Yeah. Mhm.
Anyway.
I'm sorry
that's
about my internet today. Was it really that bad? It was really that bad.
It's pretty bad today. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I don't know why it's so bad. Why is it so bad on some days and then other days it's not
know.
bad?
I don't
Was it
know,
really
it's the
bad,
same
you guys, or was it
time.
bad, or was it just bad to mock? You guys answer. Was it really bad?
I already saw comments earlier saying that you were blurry. So
Like
I
all
don't
the entire time? Maybe it makes me
no. It wasn't the whole time. And I mean, it's been like right now you're frozen and then you come back and then it's just pixelated. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Everybody's saying it was bad. Well, I mean, it makes me look better. So
that
there's
is
that.
not your issue. That is not ever a problem.
I mean, kind of bad sometimes. Okay,
Are you
you guys.
having bad weather?
No, the weather is actually pretty decent this morning. We've had so much
Oh.
rain, but this morning we've had storms like crazy. But no, Yvonne, we don't have
not
a lot
the
of
weather.
trees. It's just that we live in the most rural area. So Listen, I'm calling AT&T. I've been on the phone with AT&T all week. We have nothing. We have no fiber out here. We're going to be the first ones in this area with fiber. It's going to be like, we're going to be it. So they're going to come out and they're going to do whatever they got to do. And it may take like a month for us to actually get it, but we're going to do like the wireless thing I'm telling you, we're going to get fiber. We're going to do it for you guys. We're doing it for us. We're doing it for you guys. We're going to get it. So yes. We're on our way. We're getting it. We're on our way. We're doing it. We're getting fiber.
By the way, that's, the reason Newsmax has been lovely and they've invited us back several times and we keep having to push them off because we want to make sure that Daisy's connection is like really good to go, especially for TV, because it would be really bad for TV to not be clear and crystal and all that stuff. And so it'll happen and we'll get back on Newsmax too.
We gotta have fiber, so I gotta get it. So I'm getting it as of today. They're gonna put the order in. It's gonna happen. We're gonna have it, and then I'm gonna be clear, and everything's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Yes.
Yeah. Yay! Okay, guys, let's bring it in. Bring it in, everybody. You guys have a wonderful day. We will talk to you tomorrow.